Welcome to this Kaimu Seller Center training. This first video is about products. First thing you might want to do in order to start selling products is creating a product. To add a product, there are several ways. Let's start with an easy way. First thing to do is to choose the category and a subcategory. You can be as precise as you want. After this, you will land on the product creation page. The first tab is about main details. It does not depend on the chosen category, so basically you will have to fill it for all the products. Choose a product name. Name is what makes the buyer interested in your product and eventually willing to buy it. Try to make it catchy and complete. Add a description for your product. Try to do it clear, precise, and accurate. You can describe features, benefits, dimensions. You'll also have to choose a brand. There's a list of available brands on Kaimu. Just pick one. If you don't find the brand, don't worry. Just put the suggestion below and we'll add it. You also need to choose a listing duration. That means you choose how long your product will stay on the website. Please note the fields below will fill automatically, starting on the day you create the product. Then, select the location of your product in the city list. The first field is usually the region, the second one is the city. You also need to choose how your product can be shipped. Please note that you can select multiple shipping methods by holding your Command or Shift key. Second tab is about other details that are product related, so it depends on the category you've chosen. Product information. Please note that either weight or volume has to be filled. You also need to provide information about the condition of your item. Finally, you have to choose payment methods. As usual, you can select multiple. The third tab of product creation is called product pricing. If your item is a fashion item, this is where you put the size of your item. Then, you'll have to choose a seller SKU. The seller SKU is a unique identifier for your product. Then, you'll have to fill the quantity of products you have. Choose the right price for your product. Please note that if you want, you can also provide a sale price for limited time promotion. Please make sure to fill the duration of the promotion as well. If you have multiple sizes for your product, just click on Add another size. Then choose the right size and be sure to put a different seller SKU because it has to be unique. The last tab for product creation is images. Your product has to have at least one image in order to be online, so be sure to upload at least one. You can upload up to 8 images. Now that you've added some products, you might be interested in managing your products. That is what the Manage Product tab is for. It gives you an overview of products you created. First thing to know is that you can filter the display of your products. You might want to see only live products, meaning available on Kaimu, or products without images, or inactive products. For each product, you also have access to an Edit Details function, where you can modify the product information, just like in the product creation page. Please note that you can modify the price and the quantity of your product directly on the product overview page. The visible column indicates if your product is visible on Kaimu. A green tick indicates that it is, while a red cross indicates that it is not. If you click on it, you will have access to a checklist of criteria required for your product to appear. When you wonder why a product isn't live in Kaimu, this is an interesting list to check, to see if images are missing or if the product hasn't been reviewed by quality control yet. The export function allows you to export lists of the product sorted by category in a CSV file. The active column allows you to disable or enable one product by yourself. Please note that once a product has been enabled on Seller Center, it may take time to synchronize with Kaimu. When the product is still not synchronized, you will see those black circles with arrows in the visible column. Let's refresh the page and see what happens. In the visible column, we now see a green tick. It means the product is now visible on Kaimu. If I click on the product name, I will access to the product page on Kaimu. The last interesting tab for product management is Manage Images. This tab gives you an overview of the images you have. The interesting feature is that you can add images to your product in a very simple way with the drag and drop function. Please note that if you add an image, the image will have to go through quality control to be validated. Your product will still be live, but its last version won't be displayed until the quality control approval. Thank you for watching this video, and happy sailing on Kaimu.